What's going on, everybody? I'm Rob A, and this is Mattel's Jurassic World Roarivores Ankylosaurus. So this is part of Wave 2 of the Mattel's Roarivores from Jurassic World, and as you can see, it's a nice big Ankylosaurus, and this guy is pretty big. Very cool looking, very nice sculpt right off the bat, and of course it does have the Roarivores function here that we'll talk about a little bit later on once we get him out of the package. But for now, yeah, it looks like a very nice sculpt. So it does have the roaring function. It does come with batteries included, of course. And let's take a look at the UPC. So you can find that in stores for yourself. And on the back, you can see there's some info. It'll tell you that it works with the Jurassic World Facts app, of course. Push button for sound and tail striking action. And then, of course, it just tells you that it includes the batteries and shows you the other dinosaurs available. They did not have the Ceratosaurus, unfortunately, but I did pick up the Pteranodon and the Ankylosaurus. So, very, very cool. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get this guy out of the package, and we'll check it out in just a moment. Alright guys, so here we have the Roarivores Ankylosaurus. And as you can see, it's a nice size. I'm going to do a size comparison really quickly here. So first of all, let's take a look at Legacy Muldoon with the Ankylosaur. So you can see it is a pretty good size creature. I don't know if it's quite to scale. For some reason I thought Ankylosaurs were a little larger than this, but I could be totally wrong. Either way, I think it's a nice size there. You got some decent posability as well, which I'll show off in a minute, but next up, let's check him out with the Carnotaur here. So you can see pretty nice looking size altogether. I think it works very nicely. So the articulation is pretty good. Let's take a look at that. So first up, the head is on a ball joint, which is nice, and I just want to show off the really nice sculpting, which is kind of a shame that the paintwork is pretty much only on the back or the top of the dinosaur. You've got this nice shaded area here, and then the green that kind of goes all along the back. This would be a really nice project to kind of to do a custom paint job on. You might have to be a little careful because all of these spikes along the side and the spikes on the back are actually soft rubber. You can actually kind of maybe see that it's a little soft rubber there, but you can definitely see on these are a softer plasticky rubbery sort of thing, so I don't know how well paint would actually adhere to that, so you might have a little trouble painting that up, but other than that, it seems like a pretty fun paint project. And like I said, the head is very nice sculpted and is on a ball joint, so you can get some nice range of motion from the head, which is really cool. You get some nice grazing poses and stuff like that. The limbs are unfortunately stuck in this kind of solid pose, where one forelimb is outstretched and the other one is kind of bent back. They are articulated a little bit from side to side. You can do front to back with these. This one's a little less. I think this one might just be a little paint stuck, or maybe just the it's just a little tight is all, but it probably will loosen up over time. But this one is pretty well articulated out to the side and forward and back, so you get decent articulation on that. The rear legs can split at the hips and of course go back and forth as well, and they do have that kind of natural soft click into position for the kind of natural pose that they want to take. You can see underneath the speaker and the battery housing as well. And then down here there's just little tampoed, I don't know, run number or whatever it is. Either way, not really too much going on back here. The tail is, I guess it's a softer plastic, but it doesn't feel very soft. This is a solid piece. It doesn't feel too squishy or rubbery, but it looks like it might be kind of a softer plastic. And I don't know if this is articulated or if I'm just bending it out of sorts, but you can kind of move this around a little bit. And of course the tail swings back and forth. It does have a spring in there, but you can see that it is articulated. So that's pretty cool. So the Roarivores effect, of course, is this big button on the back here, and pressing this will swing the tail back and forth, and we'll give you a couple of different sound effects. I think they're just like crashing sound effects and like tree munching. I don't know exactly what those are meant to be, but so we can go ahead and get our Carnotaur here and have her start messing about, and then we give it a nice whack. It just doesn't really do much, but you can press the button and then kind of, you know, smack your Carnotaur to death, should you so desire that sort of thing. You've got a nice little opportunity here with the gyrosphere. You can swing that tail and then boom, oops, look at that, it's all cracked and busted up, and now it's going off to wherever. So yeah, a nice solid Ankylosaur figure, really nice looking. I think I might actually want to paint this up at some point, just because I think it would look so much nicer with a nice solid paint job. At least something to bring out the detail in the face and the eyes a little bit better here. But last but not least, let's check out the DNA stamp on the foot. So you can add that to your Jurassic World Facts app. And yeah, overall, it's a solid figure. I'm going to go ahead and give it, let's say 3 stars, because it is kind of posed a little strange. There's nothing too revolutionary about it, but it's a nice solid figure. It looks nice, it displays well, and the action features, while not really useful, are fun. And yeah, it's just a nice little figure, and I think honestly the ball jointed head really puts it over the top. So I'm going to go ahead and give it 3 stars. So yeah, so that's my review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support what I do, please check out my channel and of course my Patreon page, and you can help me out there. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.